it going, everybody? And welcome to Live from the Shy. I am your host, JeremiahPaprocki. It's such an honor to have you guys tuning in to the very first episode where I'll be interviewing a whole bunch of people in entertainment. I'm looking forward to bringing you guys a whole bunch of comedians, singers, rappers, authors, YouTubers. It's going to be a great show, and let's get straight into our first guest. All right, guys, our first guest on the show is a comedian from Chicago, Illinois. Please welcome Dario Durham.
Hey.
Hey, Dario, how's it going, man?
Man, I'm feeling good, Jeremiah. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Excited to get this talk show started, man.
Man, dude, I'm honored to be here, man. Thank you for having me. This is fun.
No problem. I appreciate you taking the time to join me today and just to get started. Tell us about yourself, how you're doing, and how'd you get into comedy?
So I am born and raised from here in Chicago, right on the south side. I live on the north side now. But I've been in comedy since 2016. I started with Second City. I went through the A through E program. And after the A through E program was done, I kind of just wanted to try something. You know, I was at my wits end, man. Even before 2016, I remember sitting down in my sis' dining room, her and her husband having a talk, saying, "Man, what do I do? What do I do? You know, I do the same over and over and over again, man. I wake up, I go to work, I come back home, and I sleep. You know what I mean? And I just want to break that pattern, man. I need something else I was gonna crack." And you wouldn't believe it. But I signed up for Second City at 3:00 in the morning.
Oh, man.
I just said, "Yeah, man." It was still dark. I still had sleep in my eyes, man. I didn't know what was going on. I just pulled up the site and I said, "Boom, let's just make it happen." So I did it, and that's how I got started with improv. And like I said, after that, I went through. I did stand up. I just jumped into stand up. So it's been fun. It's been a long run. And I couldn't be more happy with the results that, within the first 3 years of stand up. So
No, that's awesome, man. 3 a.m. That's now you could look back and say, "Oh man, being up that early was worth it." So,
oh my goodness, it was the craziest thing I ever did, spending that much money at 3:00 in the morning. But I'm definitely happy with the results.
no, definitely. It's kind of like me. I just one day, not that long ago, probably like 2-3 weeks ago, I was like, you know what? I can't just wait to go back to the other talk show that I have at school. I have to start something now and keep that passion that I have for interviews, journalism, and all that type of stuff going. So similar boat here, just different fields. But no, it's dope. I totally get where you're coming from with that. And I know you through Eunice. We met at my school, UIC, through his
really
open mic over there. Great dude. And I remember that you guys were talking about you having an open mic at My Buddy Chicago. Tell us about that, and if other comedians can be a part of that too.
Oh yeah. So obviously right now everything is on hiatus until further notice. But I know. I've been running that mic since January of 2019. And what precedes that is right before that mic starts, there's a showcase. We usually have about 8 to 10, maybe 11 comedians that come up and put on a show, like an organized show. And then right after that, we flow right into the mic. And the mic has been very, very successful. When I took over the showcase, I think we probably had maybe 5 people that would come to that mic on a regular basis. And now we've had, at our max, we've had 45, 46 people, 49, I'm sorry, it's been so long, but 49 people, come through the mic and everything. So, I'm so happy with the results, how things have kind of panned out. And we want it for everybody. And I know you asked how can people join? I don't care if you're a new comedian. I don't care if you're a regular comedian. This is an environment that I created for everybody to kind of come and have fun, explore something new, maybe hone up on some skills. I want it to be for everybody to come through and have fun and enjoy themselves.
No, definitely. That's dope. And, open mics are great because it's a great way to, build up your skills, even if you're just starting out. And So I don't know. I've been trying to get into comedy lately too.
Do it.
I've been thinking about it because like at the other talks that I have at my school, I have to do a monologue. And that was the first time that I had to write a set of jokes.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh man, I'm really getting into like comedy without actually thinking about it. Because the whole point was to do interviews, but I was trying to, expand my horizons. So
yeah,
I might write
that's how it starts, man.
Exactly. I might write something down and come by and try it
Please
out.
do.
I
Please
know,
do.
because I'm familiar with music open mics and like drafting something and testing it out on people, and open mics are such a great safe environment, so I assume that's the same way with comedy too. So
yeah,
I think that's great.
That's a focus of mine, and make it more inviting for everybody.
Yeah, definitely. So there's that, and then now on to the big thing that happened last Friday. You dropped a debut comedy album. It's called Laughter is Good for the Soul. I remember, scrolling through Instagram and seeing it pop up with all my friends. So not just Eunice, but I'm friends with Rami as well, who I actually happen to go to high school with.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's a pretty core group of people that I know. So it's, small world stuff. But
I know.
But yeah, I heard it went #1 debut comedy album in the country, man. That's crazy.
It did. Yeah,
congratulations.
It did, man. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate it. That whole day is such a blur. Like it still doesn't even feel real to me.
I bet.
It's just for me. Growing up on the South Side, kind of like anybody that has any kind of dreams and ambition, you don't even really imagine anything like this. And me, I'd like to downplay a lot of things because I want to stay humble and stay grounded and stay real with the people. But I had so many people, around me that day just saying, "Man, dude, this is a big deal. You went #1 in the country." And I just want to say thank you before I go any further. Speak and just thank you to everybody that supported the album. I want to thank all the artists. It's 16 in total, including myself, that were on it between music and comedy. I want to thank everybody that just shared, reliked, retweeted, loved it, anything that bought. I just want to say thank you, because without the people, I wouldn't even be here right now with the #1 debut album.
Exactly. It starts with the people.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you, man. I was just scrolling through the timeline and I'm like, oh man, I know somebody that went #1 in the country. That's awesome.
Dude, I was saying the same thing. I was like, well, my phone was just blowing up all day in the morning through the night. I'm just like, holy cow. Like, I'm like, what is going on? Like, my phone never blows up that much. And it was just out of control. And oh my God.
That had to be a great feeling though.
Yo, dude, it was unreal. Like, as we climbed the charts that day, I woke up, and the first time I looked at the charts, because I've been drinking, I went on Facebook Live and I went and I celebrated just the release at midnight. So I've been drinking, and I went to sleep, and I woke up right around, I think it was like 10:30. And when I woke up and actually got out of bed, the first thing I did was look at the charts, and I looked at my girlfriend. I said, you know what? Let me just take a look and see if we charted, just see what the album's doing. Let me just see. And the first thing I saw was us at number 23. And in a matter of an hour and 20 minutes or so, we had went from 23 to #1. And oh my God, bro, it's just it's one of those things where you look at it and it doesn't feel real. And when it all settles down and you see this is real, this really
definitely it really was. I remember checking on the what's it called, the Apple Store.
Yeah,
I typed it in. I was like, oh yeah, it really is #1. There it is.
Oh, trust me, I did that like 20, 30 times that day. So.
Oh man. So if just tell us a little bit about, what people can expect to hear on that album.
Yeah, so the whole point of the album, because this one is our second album. The first album is called We Spoke This Into Existence, which is also another fantastic album. I didn't push it and promote it as much. I just kind of wanted to prove a point in the city, that you don't have to be an individual artist to achieve something great. And I want to show that everybody can do something great. If we all just work together, you can achieve something greater. And that's my whole being, is to make sure that everybody, especially in the city of Chicago, because I love it so much and so much talent here, I just want to make sure that we all kind of work together and we don't lose sight of, the bigger goal. So on this album, what you can see is, and what you can expect is, there's music, there's great comedy. We have 5 musical acts. We have 12 comedic acts, and we have there's about 7 or 8 tracks that feature me. No comedy. It's comedy. It's goofy, but kind of like intermittent tracks. But it's a storyline. The album goes through the storyline of kind of like us being in quarantine, and how I'm coping with quarantine, and that's why we created the album. So it's a fun time from top to bottom. Every artist just absolutely killed it, and I can't say that enough. So if you're a fan of comedy, if you're a fan of music, you will definitely enjoy this one because it's got a nice balance. It's not overwhelming with either one, and it keeps you wanting more all the way through the end.
So I know that people are eager to go and listen to it now. Tell us where we could find it.
So I'm gonna say that again, man. You can find it everywhere. It is literally everywhere digitally that you can look at it. iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Tidal. There's even Napster. You can even go on Napster. I didn't even know that was still around, but you can go to Napster and still get it. So YouTube, everywhere, and I'm still waiting for confirmation, because you will be able to go on TikTok, and you'll be able to find your favorite artists, and you'll be able to kind of TikTok with them. You'll be able to go on Instagram and do whatever you want to do on Instagram through this Instagram story. So it is literally everywhere that you can do. You could just search "Laughter is Good for the Soul," or you can search my first and last name, Dario Durham. You'll see my artist profile pop up, and it'll be right there for you.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Mentioned the TikTok. TikTok's the biggest thing right now. So.
Oh man. Oh yeah, it's hot right now.
But to sum it all up, it works just like music. You could catch it all on any available streaming service right now.
Yep.
So
yes,
there you guys have it. You guys can stream "Laughter is Good for the Soul" on any streaming platform right now. Before we go, Dario, tell the people where they could follow you.
Oh, you can follow me on Instagram at Dario D Comedy on Instagram. You can follow me by my name on Facebook. You can find me on YouTube, Dario D Comedy on YouTube. You can also follow the podcast that I have, Be Positive, the Chicago Story. So on YouTube, if you go to Instagram, you can find it at B_positive, Be Positive Podcast. You can find me everywhere. So okay. I follow back too. So just hit me up and I got you.
All right. Dario, thank you for your time. It's been a pleasure talking to you. Thank you for being the first guest, first of all. That means a lot to me as I'm trying to start this little talk show going. So thank you.
That's an honor, man.
I appreciate it.
Oh man, I appreciate you. Thank you for having me so much. It's an absolute honor. And I wish you the best of luck, man. You're a good guy. You're gonna do all right.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. Enjoy that #1 album, man.
Oh, I will.
All right. See you, man. Thank you.
Take it easy.
There you guys have it. I hope you guys enjoyed the very first episode of Live from the Chi. Be sure to follow Dario on Instagram and check out his brand new debut comedy album on all streaming services. If you'd like to be a part of the show and get interviewed, all you have to do is send in a submission to livetalkchi@gmail.com. Be sure to follow the show on our social media channels. And most importantly, please subscribe, leave a like, comment down below. We love to hear from you guys, but most importantly, subscribe. And until next time, I'm JeremiahPaprocki. Stay safe, everyone.